Life after bariatric surgery, whether you've had the gastric sleeve, which is known as VSG, gastric bypass, also known as Roux-en-Y, or you're exploring other options like the Mexico Bariatric Center or medical tourism, comes with a lot of changes. The weight comes off, yes. But your long-term success depends on one thing, and those are the habits that you build. Today, I am sharing how to build habits that actually stick after weight loss surgery, because ultimately, these are the tools that are going to carry you into success beyond the scale. If you're new here, hi, I'm Chelsea, your bariatric godmama, also a VSG patient from 2019. I've lost 130 plus pounds and have kept it off over 6 years. My goal is to help women just like you succeed after weight loss surgery. And I hope you'll subscribe for weekly videos. Sometimes they're twice a week, like for the months of September and October, to inspire you to live, to thrive after your bariatric surgery. Within the next 10 minutes, we're going to cover the most surprising changes after bariatric surgery, why some habits fall apart after you have surgery, whether you have it abroad or at home, and my 3-step system that's worked for me and many of my clients and students to keep your habits around for good. Stick with me until the end, friend. This one's fast, and I have a free masterclass that's brand spanking new that I want to tell you about that you can join in order to go deeper in this work. I don't want you to ever feel stuck. Okay, so let's start with the most obvious thing, how life really changes after bariatric surgery. Physically, you know your stomach is going to change regardless of the type of surgery you're having, but really your body goes into healing mode. If you've had vertical sleeve gastrectomy, that's what VSG stands for, gastric bypass, Roux-en-Y, or even surgery in places like Tijuana, Mexico, where I've had several clients be very successful there, you know that there's going to be a strict, phased post-op diet that ranges in time, but typically goes from clear liquids, mushy, soft, all the way to maintenance foods. I think it's phase 4, the solid food phase of this post-op diet, where you start to recognize the big life shifts that are happening, because all of the other phases were more temporary, and now you've arrived at what life is going to look like from here on out. And that impacts your daily life. But the physical side is only half the story. Emotionally, you're adjusting to a brand new body, a brand new way of eating, a smaller stomach, and in so many cases, a new identity. Socially, your lifestyle changes too. Eating out, socializing with food looks different. Your weigh-ins feel different. Traveling with a high BMI versus traveling post-op feels different and amazing. Even just grocery shopping becomes a brand new experience. Now, here's why so many people get stuck. Habits don't always stick after weight loss surgery because we presume that surgery will fix everything. But bariatric surgery isn't the fix, it is the tool to the fix. And the real work is in changing behaviors. For that first 6 to 12 months post-op, we are riding high. We are riding that wave of weight loss because surgery is working. And that gives us motivation. Rapid weight loss will give you motivation, and you think, I did it, I fixed it, I healed everything. I now know what it's like to be a person in a normal or average size body. I'm done. But after that honeymoon phase, girl, after that beautiful ride of your life where I want you to appreciate every single ounce lost, that's when the work begins, and that's when old habits start sneaking their way back into your daily life. If we're not intentional, willpower fades. This shouldn't be a white knuckle situation, and suddenly those same patterns that led to obesity start to resurface again. And let's be honest, while we're here, we're friends, we can be honest. Complications that arise at this phase are not complications with surgery per se. They come from slipping back in to these patterns that we often don't want to talk about, are ashamed of, and push away. Grazing, right? Snacks throughout the day, drinking with meals, so easy to do. Skipping your vitamins. Being vitamin deficient can cause you to regain weight. And I say this, not being great about hydration. It is a job I work at every single day. That's why building lasting habits is so critical to your success. So let's talk about the solutions, right? Here's the problem. We see the problem, Chelsea, and we're raising our hand and saying, yes, it's me. Let's talk about how to solve them. Because no matter when, you can, capital C-A-N, build habits that do stick after surgery. And if you didn't do it right away post-op, which I presume because you're watching this video, hi, I love you, the next best time to do it is right now. Here's my simple 3-step system. 1, anchoring new habits to old routines. I've said it before, it's not brand new news, but it works. For example, every time you brush your teeth, you take your bariatric multivitamin. That sounds so simple, but it is because it's direct, straightforward, something that you're already doing anyway, and you can do it every day. Every time you start your car, take a sip of water. Attaching a habit to something you're already doing makes new habits automatic. Let's pick one at a time, okay? Remember in the reset video, I talked about picking one habit for October, November, December for these last 90 days. What is your October habit going to be and what are you attaching it to? Step number 2 is along this same line. Let's start small and then scale. Instead of saying, I am gonna walk 2 miles every single day. I love that for you. Can we start by walking 5 minutes a day? After dinner, go out for 5 to 10 minutes. Do longer if you want, but don't set the expectation for all or nothing and then fail. 5 minutes to start. James Clear says a new habit should not take you longer than 2 minutes to do. Instead of promising yourself 80 ounces of water every day, which would be amazing, can we start with 32? Let's do 4 ounces every hour. This is how I've been breaking it down for myself and finding success. Your small wins build confidence and they keep promises to yourself, which means that you can build from there. You gain some momentum. Number three. You have heard me say this no less than 1,000,000 times. Are you celebrating your non-scale victories? These are the wins that matter most. Are you finally comfortable crossing your legs under a desk, under a table? Can you chase your kids without getting winded? Can you pack your clothes in a carry-on instead of an entire suitcase because they're smaller? These NSVs remind you why you did this, why you started. Whether you had gastric bypass, VSG, or even surgery abroad, these 3 steps will work to get you back on track and build on your success. This system works because it's not built on white knuckle willpower. This is about building a lifestyle that naturally supports your goals and your body. Remember, surgery is just a tool. What creates transformation is you and the habits that you build to support your lifestyle. If you are ready to stop feeling like you need to start over every single Monday and you want a clear plan for habits that last, I just built a brand spanking new free masterclass that really focuses on these last 90 days of the year and the upcoming holiday season and how to reset before they hit and your life gets super busy. In the masterclass, I share my exact system for resetting, rebuilding, and keeping those habits that last, which means you can stay on track no matter where you are in your post-op journey. Grab your free seat in the link below. It's the perfect next step in your weight loss journey after bariatric surgery. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more bite-sized content on weight loss surgery, but also the fun things that are going on in life, like Disney travel and upcoming holiday prep. Thank you for watching my beautiful BariTales. I am honored to be a part of your journey, whether you are pre or post-op. I always appreciate you being here so much, and I love you and I support you. I hope you will join me in this free one-time masterclass. Until Sunday. Bye, my friends.